This is a video editor I built with Claude. It's ugly, it's unfinished, and somehow it still works. I paste in my script and it drafts a whole video. Stock footage, AI footage, motion graphics which I can edit live. All of it in one place. The insane part is I can't code. This thing is 15,000 lines of code and I don't know what a single one of them means. I built it by talking to Claude for weeks in plain English. Every motion graphic you are seeing right now came out of it. And by the end, I will show you a full video made entirely inside it. So here's how it started, what it does today, and what it's going to become. If you edit your own videos, you already know the pain. One app is for editing, one for motion graphics, one for AI footage, one for stock footage, each with its own subscription, its own learning curve, and its own way of doing things. So the goal for me became that everything has to be in one place. And I want to be clear about what that means. Because I'm not trying to rebuild the video industry from scratch, the rule for me is simple. If an app already solved the problem well, I rent that solution and plug it in. If nothing out there does what I need, I build it myself with AI. For someone who can't code, that second part used to be a pure fantasy. Then Claude Fable 5 came out and I figured, what's the worst that can happen? Turns out the worst that happens is you accidentally building the thing. The first question I gave it was, what if a video was just a script? You write it and you run one command and it should be able to render a perfect draft one of the video. This should take your production cost down to zero. And all the subscriptions and the editing money moves to the problems that actually kill channels. That is a bet I made with StoryFrame, and it's just the first piece of the puzzle. This is StoryFrame. You can start from a blank template, which, let's be honest, is exactly where most new YouTubers die. It's an empty timeline. You have no idea what to put, what scene to use, and it just makes you feel like you just want to quit. Or we find a solution. What if we paste our script in the app, pick a template, and tell it what kind of footage we want to see? This should be able to draft the whole base of your video. Is the draft gonna be perfect? No. Is the base perfect? Absolutely not, but we can build upon it. And that is the whole point of this app. The thing that's gonna happen is that you are no longer gonna be staring at nothing. You're editing something, and fixing something is 10 times faster than creating it from zero. One honest warning from using it myself is that AI makes you lazy. The moment you see AI make something, your brain just wants to switch off and let it do everything by itself. This definitely is gonna happen soon, but one day it can know your taste, your goals, your ambitions with the video. But at the moment, it can't. StoryFrame gives you a rough cut. The taste, the judgment, what stays and what gets cut still is your job. Now the biggest thing that is broken right now is the way StoryFrame handles visual graphics. Under the hood, most of the graphics are built with Remotion. And to be fair, Remotion is powerful. It lets me render animations and turn code into video. But I'm not a huge fan of what that means for creative workflow. Because right now, graphics have a similar taste, but I can use that as a base and build upon it. The dream is I can show it and tell it what kind of motion graphics I want, or animations, or anything related to your video, and it should be able to do that. The next version of this app has to get closer to the real goal. I describe the scene, StoryFrame makes a rough visual, and then I can make it better. So I promised you in the beginning of the video that I will reveal the full demo of what StoryFrame was able to build. Here it is. This is an AI video editor I built by talking to Claude. It's ugly, it's unfinished, and somehow it still works. I paste in my script and it drafts a whole video. Stock footage, AI footage, motion graphics, which I can edit live. All of it in one place. The insane part is I can't write a single line of code. This thing is 15,000 lines and I don't know what a single one of them means.